Sage mode is one of the most difficult to achieve. It's basically the reunion of chakra with natural energy, thus creating the Senjutsu chakra. And it's not easy to learn this technique because it requires a lot of dedication, patience, and determination. But when the ninja manages to master it, my friends, get out of the way because the character becomes very strong. So in this video we will meet the next users of the Sage mode of the frogs in Boruto, and also know for what reasons they can use this power. And I can already tell you that some of them have already shown an affinity for this power. Welcome to the Nerdficando channel, and guys, Sage mode users can apply Senjutsu to their common techniques, increasing their power. Among several types of Sage mode, there is the Toad Sage mode, which requires a complex training that can last for months, and if it goes wrong, the user runs the risk of becoming a stone frog. To reach the perfect Sage mode is almost impossible, Naruto, Minato and Hashirama being the only ones to achieve such a feat. Inside the frog Sage mode, even Jiraiya, who had this technique as his signature, only reached the imperfect mode, and as a result, the ninja acquires frog features, wart on the nose, sharp teeth, goatee and eyes with a frog outline. Naruto, so far, is the ninja who best evolved within the frog Sage mode. And it's worth remembering that the training is done at the Mayaboko mountain, where the frogs that are invoked by the ninja live. To get there, it's necessary to know the way or have an invocation contract. Besides this method, there is also another way, inside the Ryuchi cave under the tutelage of Hakuja Sennin. This is how Kabuto sees the Sage mode from the snakes. In Boruto we have no new users yet, but some ninjas show an aptitude for training. Konohamaru. Konohamaru is a shinobi from Konoha. In Boruto he leads the new Team 7 that includes Boruto, Mitsuki and Sarada. One of Konohamaru's goals is to become a Hokage, like his grandfather Hiruzen, and be as powerful as his idol Naruto Uzumaki. This is perhaps the biggest motivation for Konohamaru to train tirelessly. After all, to reach the level of Naruto and Hiruzen, he will have a lot of work ahead. Like Naruto, Konohamaru was a smart and self-focused child who proved himself capable to everyone in the village. As a child, he was known only as the grandson of the great Hokage, and from this comes his desire to be called by his name and to be recognized for his own achievements. He has become a talented ninja who is capable of using the frog Sage mode. The first positive point for him is his affinity with the frogs of the Mayaboko Mount, which means that he could decide to go to the mount and start training. However, just being close to the frogs does not guarantee total success. The biggest example is Jiraiya, who was one of the closest ninja to the frogs and was known to use the Sage mode of the frogs, but even he only managed to reach the imperfect Sage mode of the frogs. That means he couldn't reach the balance of the chakras. But going back to Konohamaru, another point that favors him is the amount of chakra he has, and having a good chakra reserve is the most important thing to reach success in this training, because the training and the activation of the power is something that demands a lot. Without a doubt, Konohamaru is able to train and be a good Sage mode user. Boruto. Boruto is a shinobi of the Uzumaki clan, the son of Naruto Uzumaki, who lives in Konohagakure. Like his father, Boruto is also stubborn and energetic. He also inherited his father's determination and some powers. Even before he entered the academy, Boruto was already using the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Even though he looks like his father, Boruto has several family issues with Naruto. He does not forgive Naruto for being absent at home and spending so much time involved with his role as Hokage. He only changes his attitude towards his father when he is exposed to the responsibilities that a Hokage has. Boruto actually wants to become a shinobi just like Sasuke, and because of this, he will have to become an amazing ninja, exploring all the techniques and perfecting his powers and abilities. As we know, to use the Sage mode of the frogs, the user needs to have a good chakra reserve, but Boruto doesn't have as much chakra reserve as Naruto. But for being a descendant of the Uzumaki, we know that it is a reserve to be considered. Well, really, Boruto doesn't have much option but to get stronger, since Kote and Kawaki are after him, which means his life is in danger. Not only that, the whole village is in danger too. And as Boruto himself said, the responsibility of protecting Konoha is now in his hand, and that of the next generation. The fact is that such a responsibility, plus the desire to become a shinobi and fight for his survival, requires a lot of training and power. Knowing this, Naruto can take Boruto to Mount Myaboku and introduce him to the rigorous training of the Sage Mode of the Frogs, a solution to protect Boruto from Code and to prepare him to fight Code when the time comes. Plus, with the Sage Mode of the Frogs, Boruto potentially becomes stronger and closer to realizing his dream. Another thing that would collaborate for training is that Boruto is very skilled in manipulating chakra, so we can assume that he would learn to use Senjutsu in a very short time. And guys, think with me, Minato knew how to use Sage Mode, so did Naruto, so Boruto has a very good chance of using that power. At the very least, the tadpoles on Mount Myaboku want Naruto's son to learn to use Sage Mode too. Sarada Uchiha is the daughter of Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura. Sarada grew up without the presence of her father, who constantly traveled and did not stay home much, but Sarada had in Sakura, her mother, a great example of strength and courage. Besides her mother, Sarada always admired and was inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, and from this admiration comes her great dream of becoming a Hokage and a ninja as powerful as Naruto. Sarada is a smart, intelligent girl and like her father, has an analytical mind and like her uncle Itachi Uchiha, she is extremely loyal to her village and the will of fire, besides being close to Naruto, who could train her. Even though Sarada is already a powerful ninja, she still needs a lot of training and to acquire new powers and skills. After all, the position she aims for is the one that demands more responsibility from everyone. The Hokage has the duty to defend the entire village, and she knows she has a lot of work ahead of her. Sarada is willing to take any risk it takes to be as good as Naruto in the position of Kage. Besides, in the anime itself, there are indications that she will train at Mount Myaboku and will be a user of the Sage Mode of the Frogs. And guys, I don't doubt at all that Sarada will follow in Naruto's footsteps and even want him as a master or something. So the possibility of her learning to use Sage Mode would be very high. But we also saw that she has a great affinity with the snakes that have respect for her because of Sasuke. So she has two chances to learn Sage Mode from the frogs or from the snakes. Who knows, we don't have a reversal, Boruto Sage Mode of the snakes and Sarada Sage Mode of the frogs. That would be very interesting. Himawari Uzumaki is the daughter of Naruto and Hinata. This alone, we already know that the chances of her learning some powers from her parents is great. Himawari is a sweet girl, but not only that, she is extremely intelligent and determined, besides that she has a remarkable courage. Among Himawari's most outstanding abilities is her chakra control. Just like her mother, she can release her chakra to any tenketsu of her body. Being Naruto's daughter, she also has a good chakra reserve. Compared to Boruto, Himawari is much more calm and quiet, but make no mistake, she also has a lot of strength. Like when Boruto unintentionally damages his favorite teddy bear, Himawari got so angry and violent that not only scared Boruto, but left Naruto and even Kurama impressed with her strength. This being the case, Himawari would be fully capable of training to invoke the frog mode and prove that she too is strong and able to endure the training on Mount Myaboku, not to mention that she would have support from her father, who already knows the way to the location and is the most skilled ninja in this technique. And guys, one of Naruto's sons has to learn to use Sage Mode. We fans really want to see this, so which one do you think has the best chance? But if you have a powerful Sage Mode, it is of your like, so already gather the natural energy and activate the power of the inscription with the little bell activated. Two wonderful videos are playing on the screen, watch them both, you'll like them both. See you in the next video.